All right, so it's just started to dawn on me that I have not paid attention to set pieces like corners and things like that in my tactics journey as I'm learning about football. So today I'm going to be reacting to a quick video explaining some creative set pieces, and I want to see if this stimulates that creative side of my brain. One of the things I love the most about coaching American football is I love just sitting down, taking some paper, and drawing out the set plays. That's one reason I love American football, is because it's so tactically rich. Every play stops, starts. If your set piece didn't work, well, we got to scrap it and start over again and run another play. And so there's so much variation of set pieces and set plays that we can run in American football. So I'm excited to see some of the actual set plays in the beautiful game and to learn a little bit about that. So that's enough of me yakking. Let's get into this video. It's going to be an explanation of creative set pieces. Here we go. Looks like we've got a book advertisement.
Hello coaches, how are we doing? Something a little bit different this week. We're going to look at creative set piece routines, 5 of the ones that I think you could implement right away and that really lead to confusion, disorganization amongst the opposition. Really good routines that I've watched over the years. I'm going to share them with you today. Please, if you haven't already, please check out the new book, Modern Soccer Coach Detail.
Now, I would purchase this guy's book, but I've got to get through inverting the pyramid first. Got to take it one tactics book at a time. Here we go.
On the link below, you can order your copy. It ships almost everywhere worldwide. Thanks so much for the support. The first is a routine from Barnsley. You can see the player at the end of the wall, a little bit of movement, great little
Beautiful
pass, great little finish, brilliant goal. So when we look at it again, what are the things that set it apart?
First
in
motion.
All, for me, there's movement from 2 players that start on one side of the wall, end up in the other, that open up the space for the pass.
And they start their motion.
That opens up the space for.
They start their motion first. This totally reminds me of. Totally reminds me of something that we did when I'm coaching American football. This is a play that we ran. We called it the Hulk smash formation. Y'all give me a second. I want to draw it out. This formation was sort of my brainchild, something that I came up with. So this is going to make no sense to you here, but this is a play design that I came up with. Okay, so here you have your offensive line. These are my blockers. Okay, right here, this little guy. That little guy is a tight end. And what we would have him do is we'd have him motion. Depending on where the defender was, we could motion him to either side of the field. But right here, we'd have him swing out and grab this block right here. And so it leads this guy in motion here as his lead blocker as we hand the ball. We'd call this a sweep play. I don't have that much time to get that deep into it, but this reminds me that sweeping motion with these 2 players toward one side here. I like it. That was probably way too much for this little tactics video.
Screen for this player to open up the pass for the 3rd player, and then not to overlook, it draws a lot of attention towards the pass and the ball, and then the player on the weak side is gonna
there's so much distraction,
get a yard or 2 of space
and commotion going on.
Defensive line is unbalanced. He stays onside. Brilliant goal, brilliant routine. Next one up, Racing Club in Argentina. This looks like it's shooting range. Surely he's going to shoot from here, but they've got a little routine made with 3 players. Pass, bounce, shoot. Great goal. So when we look at the detail of it,
yeah, I'd like to see that again.
What sets it apart? Well, first of all, 3 players in the wall.
Okay.
And the role of the 3rd player doesn't touch the ball, but he takes out 4 players with a screen right now.
Oh, nice screen.
And that opens up the space for a quick shot and a quick set.
Opens up
this
and
one
screens,
here, Kazakhstan in the U17s World Cup, one of my favourites. Very unorthodox combination, boom, boom, pass, and then slide it across, and almost one of the greatest free kick routines of all time. But if you look at the detail, what sets it apart for me is little combination play, releases the player on the overlap, and it's a finish. It's a cross for a finish, but what sets it apart is what attracts players to the ball in the wall, and what does that do to the outside player. So this player steps over the ball, this player runs on the outside, but this little combination, why did they have the combination? Because it unbalances this player. Look at his footwork, and then releases the player to cross it. If you're being picky, he probably plays a lower pass and they score from this. Again, look at the bounce, unbalances the wall.
That's beautiful.
Free, and then just if he squares that
if he keeps it
pass,
low,
they probably score. Puts a little bit too much height on it, maybe.
So he has to go for a header instead.
Driven cross in the air. It's a tough finish.
Yeah.
But what a great routine. This
That's
one
nice.
here, next one, Midland,
like
one of the greatest set-piece teams in the minute. You can see it's trying to figure out what three players are doing. Overlap, deflection, goal. But the detail here is understanding that these three players have a role. I'm sure the opposition are well aware of Midland's reputation. What are these three players going to do? And which players are going to overlap and when? So the role of, again, the block, the screen, you can see here how
great block.
Players, they still get to him.
As an American football player, this is bringing up so much for me because that's a good block right there. I can totally see that this would be part of the game that I actually could maybe bring a lot to, because I am so offensive minded in American football. I love designing plays. I sit all day with a piece of paper and design formations and come up with different types of plays depending on what defense I'm looking at. So I think that set piece tactics would be something I'd have a blast designing. Just figuring out what to do. I love that. That's a great screen block right there.
Because they probably know that it's going to happen, but it's the difference between blocking this cross and getting a deflection. And they have numbers in the box, so even though it's deflected, is there luck, or have they earned that luck by putting 5 players in the centre of the goal? Great finish. And then the last one is Notts County, one of the greatest ones of all time here. Sets up to shoot, stops, miscommunication, turn, Ellen White. What a goal.
Trick play. We do stuff like that all the time.
The
in American
detail
football.
in it looks as if there's going to be a shot. When do you play the pass?
Trick
as soon
play.
as she turns her back, now the pass is coming, so the wall aren't expecting it. But one thing that you don't really see in live time and real time is the screen that opens the window for the shot.
Right
and
there.
That screen right
I saw it.
Phenomenal. And having a player ability to turn and shoot like that, Ellen White, phenomenal technique, great goal. One of the greats.
Good stuff.
Some brilliant work there, some brilliant work on the training ground, the detail and the movement. I love the manipulation on the wall. The one from the Kazakhstan one where it's how do you unbalance the last player? Sometimes you do it with a screen, which is difficult, but the timing of a pass, bump, combination, that's my favourite one. Let me know which one is your favourite in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out the Modern Soccer Coach Detail book. Support the work. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so great video. The first set piece tactic that was shown in this video is my favorite one, and it's because it so clearly mirrors the kind of plays that I've already designed for American football. I love motion and misdirection. I love in American football to move my tight end from one side of the field and to send him in motion before the ball is played. Because if I can send him in motion, we can see if the defense tracks him. And a lot of times we misdirect right there. I love misdirection. I love using motions, things like that. So that was really cool to witness that. I'm not as big a fan of the quick passing ones, and it's probably because I don't understand it quite yet. I totally get the mindset of moving players around and using screens. It's exciting. It makes me want to sit and learn a little bit more so I can design these things. That'd be fun. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I've got loads of other videos and content that you would like to check out probably. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Smack like on this video. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Just bring in more and more folks on board. We're almost at 17,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. You want to stay around for the coaching arc. I'm learning a lot about tactics reading this book here. Trying my best to understand it. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for sticking around.